Hello.
Hello.
Welcome back to Pentiment. Um, we are investigating a murder, and
Still in chapter 1, act 1.
yeah, we are still in whatever these are called. It said one, the Baron.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Archdeacon has arrived. So, were we going to bed? Is that what we were doing? Because it's like late. So we're gonna get
Mhm.
questioned tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow morning. What is this like hanging down? Oh, okay. It's just mess. Yeah, we tracked down as many leads as possible. It seemed promising last time,
Wait,
but
do
we
we get our
didn't
hat
really.
back for the
No, we didn't get our
beds?
hat back.
Wasn't that what is that a different hat? The night
That's
hat?
the night hat, yeah.
Oh,
That's your
okay.
little,
I guess I didn't remember, but I thought they were both
yeah.
the same. The other one's also red, right?
It is red, but it's more of a,
Okay.
like,
Oh, I see.
round,
It's at the
yeah.
bottom now for the
It's not
yeah, yeah,
the,
yeah. It's not a pointy, floppy hat.
yes.
Uh,
What? I don't know what this is. This is a maze.
this is a maze, I guess.
Except that
Sort of.
it's
Not
not?
really much of a maze.
Right. I'm like, is there...
Just a
Oh. Andreas, when are you coming home? Dad, I'll be home soon.
what
Wow, he's
is the second up?
surprised to see his dad. I assume this is who he's betrothed to,
I guess
that
so,
he
but
has not met her. Like, right? Like, this is just like the family set him
yeah.
up. Good, good. So, Joseph. Finish that masterpiece too. It's time for you to get on with your career. Yes, of course. You're not going to quit this like you quit university, are you? No. Good. If it weren't for the work I did for the rector, you never would have had the opportunity.
Oh my.
Most people never get a second chance after they throw something away like that. I know, Dad. See you when you get back. Sure, alright. Is
Call
there,
your
like...
uncle at the Bureau of Logistics.
Oh, it's you.
Hello, Zabina.
I only have the picture of you, the one my brother Daniel made. I really don't have any idea what you're like. Do you really want to get married to a stranger? Why should that matter? Right. Everyone keeps saying that. That's why I'm saying it to you now. Because I'm saying it to myself. Exactly. Hmm. I'll see you soon, Andreas. For real, I mean. I suppose that's true. Until then. What? I don't... Oh, welcome back.
Oh, the Court of Prester John is in the
Yes.
middle. Okay.
Welcome back, Andreas. It's been too long since you graced this court with your presence. Apologies, Your Majesty. My mind has been preoccupied by a tragedy at Kearsarge Abbey. What manner of tragedy? The murder of a nobleman, a close friend of the Prince Bishop of Freising. My friend, Brother Piero, is the abbot's only suspect. I know that he could not have done it. How do you know? Examine your assumptions, my son. Fuck off, Socrates. In addition to having no motive and violence not being a part of his character, he's not physically capable of the act. He is of limited strength and has a palsy in his hand that makes holding a paintbrush difficult. It's inconceivable that he would have the strength and resolve to kill the Baron with a blow to the head. A whole lot of inconceivable shit happens on this hell of an earth, Andreas. Thanks, Saint Grobian.
Great saint.
I just don't believe he could have done it. There has to be a better explanation. So what do you intend to do about it? When I'm brought before the Archdeacon, I'll tell him what I know about the other people who had motives to kill the Baron. I have to believe he'll see they're much more likely suspects than Piero. Why have you taken this task upon yourself? Yeah, we want to save Brother Piero's life.
Yeah.
Your love for and devotion to him speak well of your character. A man who is humble for his elders, honors also his gods. Of course you'd say that, old man. He's right, though. If Andreas doesn't help him, no one will. Exactly. I understand why the brothers and sisters cannot act against the abbot, but I must do something. Why does that shit for brains abbot care about the death of a useless fart like Lorenz Rothvogel anyway? Yes, I think this is why. Powerful people get upset when other powerful people are murdered. This could threaten the existence of the Abbey.
Yep.
Oh no, the Abbey! Who gives a damn about those hypocritical assholes? In any case, Andreas' ability to prevent Piero's death depends on the judgment of the Archdeacon. Wise or foolish, corrupt or just, the Archdeacon will be the first, and possibly final, arbiter of Piero's guilt. Andreas must win the Archdeacon to his side using the tools favored by men such as him. Not honesty. Authority, probably, but let's hope for reason. When's the last time you met a man who was truly ruled by reason? Despite your talent, you're merely an artist. He has been invested with power by the Prince Bishop of Freising. You have no authority with him. Wisdom can be shared, but the audience may not comprehend it. You must be honest in all things, Andreas, but many are not willing to accept the truth. And the cost of honesty can be high. If reason, wisdom, authority, and honesty cannot triumph, what am I left with? Hope. Lies. Truth. Socrates. Above all, faith in Providence. What do you plan to tell the Archdeacon, Andreas? There were other people in Curacao and Tassing who had motives to kill the Baron. Sister Matilda was badly beaten by the Baron for resisting his advances. She almost died. Why was the Baron not punished for it? It seems the Baron was beyond the reach of justice, at least at the time. When Cecilia sent Sister Matilda away to a hermitage to recover away from the rest of the nuns. How did you come to this understanding? Mother Cecilia told me that the Baron had harmed a nun during his last visit, but would not tell me more. Crept to the Abbey's library after dark and investigated the nuns and men's records to learn the sister's name. I mean, both of these, yes. You risked a great deal by trespassing in the library. Andreas might have seen the monks and nuns fucking. Scandalous behavior. Lorenz couldn't get his way with a nun, and he almost killed her for it. I wish I could say it's surprising. Sister Matilda's motive is a powerful one, but by what means might she have killed the Baron? I haven't found a plausible weapon yet. Motive alone will not convince an Archdeacon. You must find a plausible weapon she could have employed. Are there any others you suspect? Friar Ferric feared the Baron would report his occult interest to Inquisitors. Prince Firefrank and the Baron shared a fascination with the occult texts. The Baron was pressuring the Prior into performing a ritual for him while he was visiting Curacao. This is a good recap.
Mm-hmm.
When Ferenc refused, the Baron threatened to turn him into the Inquisition. How did you come by this knowledge? I found written evidence, a letter from Ferenc to the Baron, in which he discusses all of these matters. It's a dangerous thing a monk dabbling in the occult. His very soul could be in danger. Forget the soul. He could have been defrocked, excommunicated, even killed. All for a little curiosity. Better to stay stupid and ignorant. That's what I say. We're well aware.
Great power in magical books.
Well, we are not an occultist. I think we are.
Nah, I know, yeah.
Yeah, we are a rationalist. We've read many of the same books. Most of them are harmless nonsense. It's not the position of the church to view these matters suspiciously in the best of circumstances. I also found a cipher. Fred left on his desk in the scriptorium. He deciphered it. The message pointed me to a freshly disturbed grave in the cemetery. Convinced Brother Volkbert to dig up the grave in question. What did you find inside? Occult tools that Ferenc had hidden. Why hide them, and why leave the note? I suspect he hid them in case the Baron made good on his threat to summon inquisitors to Curacao. The note was likely left for his fellow occult enthusiasts back in Hungary, in case he was taken away. Interesting. I don't know that I think that makes sense, but I guess I don't know why else he would leave a note. The book was borrowed from the University of Pex. Prior Ferenc feared the loss of his status, his life, and even God's grace. Men have killed for less. How might the Prior have accomplished the deed? He may have killed the Baron with a silver rod, yeah. This is the guy we have a murder weapon for. Prior used it for his rituals, and there are traces of blood on it. That was the weapon has a certain dramatic propriety, at least. Be a challenge to condemn a prior for murder. If that is where the evidence leads, the Archdeacon should see the wisdom in it. Are there any others you suspect? Found no other suspects, yeah. Brought a worthy mystery before this court, Andreas. Pray to God we have granted you the insight you need to face the coming challenge. Thank you, Your Majesty. Prepare to meet the day. Before you go, Andreas, there's one more thing to consider. You will be summoned to the Archdeacon to tell him what you know. But you need not tell him everything. What do you mean? She means you should only tell him about people you don't mind dying. That's one way of putting it. There's a place for a noble lie. This is not one of them. Why? The Baron is dead. All the people devoted to kill him suffered, either directly or indirectly, from his wickedness. Simply mentioning a name to the Archdeacon may endanger them, whether they had anything to do with the murder or not. No point in throwing everyone waist deep into shit. I protest any attempt at deception, but you must ultimately follow your own conscience, Andreas. Little time remains before you must stand before the Archdeacon. Use it wisely. Do my best. Till we meet again, Andreas. Also with you. Time to get back to work. Hello, Ursula. It will be fun to have you spinning. Oh, right. We promised to go to the spinning thing. Spinning bee. Andreas, was just wondering when you'd turn up. Gaggle said you'd come to watch them spin. Between you and me, Hetty's not about to let you go once she's got you in her claws. So I hope you got a few hours. Not... Nope, fuck. Did I just click? Okay, no. I did click the other thing. Okay. I was trying to click no. I mean, the Doesn't the Archdeacon just want to see us? Oh, he wants to question us at nuns. Nuns. What time is it right now? Not that time, right? They just showed us the time, but I don't remember the calendar yet. Or the, like, schedule.
Yeah.
It'll be in here, I think, the different times. At least as abstract. Yeah. 3 p.m. Okay, so we do have the morning. So, okay, we get to do a little bit of investigation. What should we... We could go try to talk to Ferenc about the rod. Spinning bee. I don't think the spinning bee is going to, in and of itself, produce anything. It would point us in some directions, but we don't have time for that. So...
Yeah.
Ferenc is our best subject right now, or best suspect right now. So, see if I can talk to him. Otherwise, maybe talk to Lucky? Are you still looking for this guy that's right over there?
Yeah.
No. Just ski. Andreas, may I help you with anything? Brother Volkbart and I were digging up Brother Gerhardt's grave. Oh. And we found some interesting items. A knife, a plate, a rod, all engraved with zodiac symbols. How curious. Why did you hide them in Brother Gerhardt's grave?
Yeah. We just are very forthcoming with everything we have.
Yeah, I did no such thing. This had nothing to do with me. What are they, Prior Ferenc? How should I know? One of the brothers must be playing an especially ill-advised joke. Likely Brother Guy. He has no respect for anyone, deceased or otherwise. Is Brother Guy known to have an interest in the occult? Why play coy now, Prior Ferric? We've discussed this. Silence! Just stop speaking. I don't want to hear anymore. I know they're yours, Ferric. Ritual objects, aren't they? For your spells? Mm, you you are correct. The knife, plate, and rod are mine. I hid them for fear of the Baron. He was pressuring me to perform a ritual, as you know. I believed, foolishly, I see now, that if the objects could not be found, I could persuade him to give up his obsession with using them. And you couldn't bring your concerns to the abbot because he's warned you off these antics before. Our community is already at risk. The situation with our funds, the very nature of a double monastery. He fears reprisal from the church. He's right to. You would not jeopardize that, would you? That depends on you, Prior Ferric. How do you explain the blood on the rod? The what? On the silver rod. It's obvious you tried to clean it off, but it stained the engravings. It's my blood, that's all. The angelic invocations we discussed in the forest? I see what you're implying, Master Mailer, and you cannot truly believe I killed the Baron. Can you? We both know Brother Pierre couldn't have done it. I'm determined to find out who did. It's a matter for the Archdeacon to decide, as the abbot has tried to impress upon you. Please go, Andreas. I cannot talk about this any longer. Okay? He, of course, denies it. That's not too surprising. So... But he does admit they're his. He hid them there.
Yeah.
He just says it's not the Baron's blood. So... we need... I mean... probably we're just gonna incriminate him. It's probably what's gonna happen, but... I suspect, based on the, you know, structure of mysteries, that... I think we talked about this last time a little bit, but I assume the actual motive is probably to do with that book that we've heard about that's missing, that has some secret history of the Abbey in it, that the Baron brought with him.
Oh, okay.
You know, we've just heard a little bit about it, but we keep hearing people reference it.
Is that the one where there's like they're trying to get another copy of it or something?
Yeah, the old
Yeah, yeah.
abbot wanted a copy of it, I
Right.
believe. And so the Baron finally brings it after the old abbot is dead. And the Baron is saying, you know, was saying that there's something scandalous in it about the abbey. And now it's missing after he brought it, and obviously he's dead, so... But we don't know who knew about it, other than the new abbot, presumably, and then possibly, you know, some of the other monks might have known about it. And we don't know what was in the book that was so, you know, but that just structurally, the way that that's sort of been occasionally brought up, but nobody's
Mm-hmm.
focusing on it, you know, it feels like that's going to be the actual important thing. Well, this is the widow's house, but I don't think she hit him over the head.
No.
So I guess let's talk to Lucky, which is the other guy that... The widow and Lucky are the two other people we know have motives. Here's Lucky. In terms of they hated the Baron. Right, this is the...
Oh
Let's
yeah, he
follow
was
him. Sure.
not very forthcoming.
Yeah, let's follow him. I'm sure we've got our stealth skill maxed. Oh dear, is something the matter with the Zimmerman's basin? Nothing going on here. Just having a rest. How are you doing? You're looking well. Very healthy? Oh, you such a flirt. I've been taking a restorative made by that new doctor in town. Werner Stultz. Oh, the jerk.
Mhm.
Being a parent is terribly exhausting, you know? Of course you don't, but I'm sure you will someday. Nice man like you. Are the Gertners feeding you enough? You're looking a little thin. Oh, take some of this bread. That should perk you right up. Nothing like bread to fortify the spirit. I'm delivering it to Father Thomas. You know how the father loves his bread. Loves his dread is a great
Uh,
typo.
yeah.
He's quite the bread enthusiast. My favorite customer. You should come by the bakery more often, Andreas. Anna would love to see you. It's so cute when she tries to steal your hat. Well,
Well, she succeeded. About that, about my hat.
yeah. Pardon me, I just remembered I left the Gertner's door open. Until later. Oh, of course, until later. Thomas. Master Mailer, here you are finally at church, and it's not even
Doesn't
Sunday.
hear us.
What can I say, Father Thomas? I missed you. You think all of this, your eternal salvation, is a joke? Oh,
Uh,
afternoon, Father Thomas. How's my favorite customer? Gret, you know I can't live without my rye. You're too kind. Please enjoy it with my well wishes. I should be off. Be well, you two. Like, why are you following me? I told you
uh-huh.
to leave me in peace. What are you doing here? Uh-oh. Are you following me, Andreas?
Oh, come on. I can't even try a line.
Yeah, we can't. We're such bad at this. Uh, God damn it, Andreas. Don't play dumb with me. Lucky, leave the man. He and I were talking about the church. All is well. Tell me, how's my wall? Oh, right. This is the wall with the poor
Oh.
foundation, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
and
Looks
there's
like
the anchorus in here.
yes.
Damage is not difficult to repair. I could do it next week. I could put the fallen stones back up now. That would be marvelous. I'm sure a little lady would appreciate it too. But please, don't risk yourself. Get some younger men to help you.
I'm afraid I was cursed with the physique of an artist.
Oh, need a hand, Lucky?
I think that is a no.
Afternoon, Father Thomas. Andreas. Lucky. See you soon. Don't work too hard. Even at his age, and even at his age, Lucky is quite able. Only Big Yor can match his strength. Thank you for your labors, Lucky. Great. Fixed it.
Done.
I didn't know there were many fish there. What? Oh, I was trying to click the thing, but yeah, I'm having some issues with clicking. Preferred salmon and trout gather at the base of the falls, yes. Not much of a fisherman myself. A bit squeamish, you understand. Why do you ask? Surely you're not really following Lucky. He's an honorable man, Andreas. Sorry, have to go.
Run off without a word. It's very good.
Oh, goodbye? Very unusual man.
Mm-hmm.
Yes! Hide in the giant log.
Wow. No. What? No.
Oh, I can
Is
click him.
there a
Okay.
fucking like scarab?
Right,
Oh,
I just gotta click fast enough.
it's gonna be a big spider.
Oh,
Damn.
Jesus. Okay.
Wow. They are catching quite a bit of fish.
Yeah. Apparently a productive waterfall. Oh, this is the old Roman mine? I think?
Mm,
That we haven't... There's been nothing here so far?
it's grave.
Yeah, grave. Maybe it's just an old mine in general.
I think it's just
Not...
an old mine. I don't think it's Roman.
Yeah. Did assume it wouldn't have wooden stuff still standing.
Still there. Yeah.
Hey, Talisa.
Hey.
Let's look at this. Two innocents. Zwei unschuldig. That's strange. Either two people are buried here. Children, perhaps. Could they be Lucky's children? But why would they be buried outside of the churchyard then? It's almost like someone was trying to hide them. He left a note with the flowers. Danke des Mädchens. I don't know what that first letter is.
Not where?
After the Mädchens.
Ein.
Oh, that's an E. Okay.
Yeah. Ein Grab.
Yeah, ein Grab für
Two.
zwei Unschuldige. Der rote
Red
Vogel.
bird.
Yeah,
Flies.
Rothvogel.
Yep. Rothvogel. And then Matutina.
Capital House.
Capital House.
This is the same
That's the
notes that
same.
everyone else has.
Yeah.
So Lucky is involved.
Oh, okay. There is the. Okay.
Yeah, we got the translation.
We do have the trend.
Yeah. Remember the girl, one grave for two innocents,
yeah,
the
Grab
network
is great.
flows.
Okay, yeah.
Man's
Chapter. So the chapter house.
Yeah, the chapter house.
That's a couple of houses.
Very similar to the other notes I've found. Yes. Someone's trying to lure Lucky to the chapter house to kill Baron Rothvogel. Is that what we take from this?
Yeah.
Remains to be seen if he did. Oh, that's an interesting idea, though. Is all these notes are someone trying to
Set this up.
convince someone else to kill him.
Yeah, that's a yeah.
So
exactly. Yeah.
whoever did it may not be. There's like the murderer, and then there's who's actually like trying to, who knows enough to try to get all these different people to try to do it. What? Hi.
Like
Yeah, I don't know who would know enough.
Cecilia, maybe?
Right.
Brigitte and Veronica.
Hi, Andreas. Veronica. He can see us. Afternoon, girls. Are you here for a swim too? Uh, I don't think Franz or Johann would appreciate me joining you. Probably not. Oh my god, don't invite him in. Don't worry, Brigitte. He won't do anything weird. You won't do anything weird, right? I was out for a walk. I didn't even know you two were here. Well, we are. And you shouldn't be. We should be getting back for dinner, actually. Mom will be wondering where I am. Not getting out with him here? I see your dilemma. I'll go. It's fine. It's not! Franz is gonna be so mad. Have a good dinner, Andres. So, who should we eat with? Who would know about Lucky?
What are our options?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I think most of the townspeople, the guys in the forest, probably some of the monks.
No, I meant to eat dinner with.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this has to be the grave of
I mean, I
Lucky and
imagine
Agnes's
someone.
daughter. I don't know that we know about that.
I imagine someone in the town would be
Yeah,
know
I
more
was
about
wondering if we
Lucky
can...
than the monks or something.
yeah. We can talk to... I wonder if old Otto is eating somewhere. We could talk to him. Because I don't think Lucky's going to talk to us, I assume.
Oh.
Although I guess I could check. Where is he? He's up in the north. Right? No. Where the heck is Lucky? Oh, he was right here normally. So is he here eating? Ah, this is Agnes. Yeah, this is Lucky's wife. Good day, Andreas. Did you need something? We could eat with them.
Wow, that would be awkward. But
That would be very awkward. And would you like, hey, so do you guys have two dead children
oh my
that I don't know about?
Oh,
Uh, that's an option.
please no.
Oh, there's Lucky. I guess he's over there. Otto. An old Otto. Where is...
Have dinner with Big Yorg.
We could do that. Presumably. Looking for... France. Oh. Hey, old Otto. Andreas, care to eat dinner with me and Otto? Ah, okay, so we could eat with them, which would be a little more circumspect. But he does seem like he might know.
Yeah.
So, I guess that's something we could do. That's probably a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Good. I could eat a horse. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which we are about to receive from your bounty. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Alright, eating. How are you feeling today, Dad? Hand's been killing me. Back's been killing me. Goddamn knee's been killing me. You want some advice, boys? Don't get old. Think about death!
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, let's think about death. Frown.
Brown. Okay.
You're young you're, and you live soft. You'll keep a few years yet. Not like my boy here, aged beyond his years. You work too hard, son. But what choice do you have, huh? None, with the abbot breathing down my neck. I tell you, he wants me to replace the roof on his house next. Didn't you just replace the one in the scriptorium? Yeah, and I made a mess of my shoulder doing it. The way that bastard Gernot drives me around, orders me around, you'd think I'm one of his little monks. Whoops, I don't even know what I clicked. He works you like a dog. It says it's for the glory of the Lord. It's not right. It's not. Easy enough for you to say. It's my work that keeps you warm when you're scribbling away in that scriptorium. Apologies. It's not Christian of me to put that on you, but neither am I wrong. The abbot's bad, but the miller might be worse. That shithead Lenhart's been screwing us for years with his toll. Ah, yes, this guy.
Who is this?
This is the
Miller?
miller.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yes.
What hole?
I guess for milling?
Like, does he own a bridge that he lets people across if they pay the toll?
I've never spoken to him. Is he really so bad? He's worse than you know. Or will even have to know being a visitor, which you should thank the Lord. Imagine your only income for the year was in the wheat you could grow in the summer, and the miller determines how much it costs for you to grind it into flour.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's not really a toll, it's just like the...
fee to use the mill.
Yeah. But I assume that's what they called it. What if you have a poor season? What if the miller raises his toll? What if everyone has a great season and there's too much goddamn flour to make any money with it? The farmers are at the mercy of the weather, the church, and the miller. Two of those are beyond their power to influence. But the miller is their neighbor. He sees them struggle. He should help them. But not Lenhart Mueller. He only takes more.
Gotta make that rent money.
And considered it like that. Lord willing, Lenhart will meet justice in this life or the next. I expect I know which Otto prefers. You accusing me of unchristian behavior, Master Mailer?
Never.
Otto, more pleasant. On to more pleasant pastures.
Otto more pleasant.
It's a little hard sometimes.
Yeah.
You see any of those nuns while you were working on? What? Hold on, Otto.
Otto, you glad I wasn't?
On to more pleasant pastures. See any of those nuns while you were working? What the fuck? Dad. Salmon and rye bread. Okay.
This is good. Good meal.
Yeah. I remember the Cecilia one being pleasant to look at back when I worked up there.
That was probably a while ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think she would appreciate it.
Do you pay much attention to the nuns, old Otto? Oh, I pay attention to everything now that I can't work. Lots to see in the world. Like nuns. Old Otto is so horny. What the
God.
fuck? Mother Cecilia would not appreciate being spoken about that way. Oh, I don't mean anything by it. Just using the eyes the Lord gave me and the way he intended me to, men to use them.
Can we please change the subject?
Other pretty sisters up there as well. Sometimes they catch the wrong man's eye. We already know about this. Shame what happened to that one a while back. Glad she came back, though. Sister Matilda. I heard she had a run-in with the Baron.
Glad you came back so I could keep ogling her.
Yeah.
God.
Jesus. We knew she was attacked. Heard rumors the Baron was responsible. We never learned the details. Abbey business and all. Still a pretty woman since she came back, but
Yeah.
her kind eyes turned some kind of sad. Yeah, no kidding, Otto. Now, if you want to hear all of Tassing's little secrets, you should go to the spinning bee. That gaggle. You can hear them cackling from here. I was invited to attend. Sure, if you're interested. I always get a
Oh, I
kick
forgot
out of
about
it.
that.
Not just because Ava's there. Certainly doesn't hurt. Hey, son, I need to lay down. Why don't you say goodbye to your friend here? Sorry, Andreas. The old man needs his rest. Of course, thank you for having me. Okay, well, we didn't really learn anything new out of that. And now, yep, now it's time to meet the Archdeacon.
I assume we will have opportunity to eat everywhere.
Yeah, I think we're gonna...
Probably not like, oh, you picked wrong. Like,
Right. I mean, I think that there is deliberately, like, you can't do everything, right? Like, we've had, you know, clearly you have not had time to explore all the avenues we've opened up. But I don't think it's gonna, like, fail us.
yeah.
I'm curious if you can just not go to this. Just avoid the Archdeacon, but presumably then they just kill, Piero, I guess. They're probably just like,
Yeah.
well, if you don't show up, then we're gonna make a judgment.
Default judgment.
Oh, the chapter houses. I think via the cloister. Oh, what are you guys doing here? Master Mailer? Yes, it's me, sister. Do you think Brother Piero really murdered the Baron? No, of course not. Oh. And why did Father Abbot have him put in the cellar? Father Abbot is afraid what will happen if we can't figure out who the killer really is. Do you think the devil could appear here at Curacao? No. I didn't see the devil, but I think I smelled his odor. The night before the Baron was killed, I woke before men's, and I smelled something in our dormitory. It was strange. Moss and sulfur mixed with frankincense and roses. It
Very
moved
specific
through the
scent.
room. I wanted to scream, but I was too frightened, and it was gone. Does she handle the herbs? Is that why she knows what all that
Oh, maybe.
smells
Yeah.
like? I'm ashamed I didn't cry out, but I don't know what to do. Did any of the other sisters smell it? I don't know, but I think they were all asleep. Thank you, Sister Margaret. Wonder if we could have gotten that earlier. That seems like useful information, although I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah. Probably later.
Yeah, it does suggest there was something happening in the... That's in the... She was in the nuns' dormitory.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What are you doing here? Okay.
These random people are.
Andreas. Father Gerna. Master Mailer, if you think I'm unaware of your actions around this abbey in the past few days, you are mistaken. Oh? You exhumed the corpse of one of the brothers of this abbey.
Well. No, we have to do it technically because that's the type of person.
We are technically, we didn't remove the body.
Just remove the dirt on top of it.
And then the objects that were on top of it.
Yeah.
Andreas. We put it all back. You enlisted a simple-minded novice to assist you. Have you no shame? A little. We definitely have some shame. Well, even if I cannot make you pay for your obscenity, Volkbert will suffer for his role in it. Oh.
Probably petty, father.
I won't be lectured by the likes of you, Mailer. Now then, for all your meddling, you will not be welcome in Curacao after your commission is completed.
Oh,
Guess that's not surprising. Uh, well, yeah, I think I'll apologize. It's too late for apologies. Your days of interfering with the daily life of this abbey will end.
what happened to turning the other cheek?
I understood that. I'll leave you to the Archdeacon now. Try not to
I have to
perjure
perjure
yourself.
yourself.
God save you.
I like how people just chew you out and they're like, "God bless you."
Yeah. Please state your name for our records. Yeah, we're a journeyman artist from Nuremberg. This will be. What am I gonna remember? I guess whether is it
You
just
did
whether
say you were
you're,
a master.
yeah, whether you claim to be a master or not? Because we're not a master. What is an artist doing in Curacao Abbey?
Yeah, he said don't perjure yourself, so I guess be
Yes.
very careful with it.
The Abbey has some commissions from wealthy patrons, and I need the money before I return to Nuremberg. Yes. Arnold, please write that down. I think we're ready to begin. Of course, Your Reverence. Look at this guy's helmet.
Yeah.
Now then, Master Mailer, what was your relation to Lorenz, the Baron Rothvogel? Yeah, I only knew him for a day, but we were on friendly terms. Hey, Mary.
Hey,
Welcome to the trial, I guess, or the Inquisition. Perhaps. Do you feel you had a sense of him as a person? Uh,
I mean,
I think we have a sense of
I
him
think we have a sense
now.
of. Well,
I, I don't know that we had a sense of him. Well, we had a sense of him. I don't. Like, what does this mean?
uh-huh.
I think we
I would,
answered
I would say
no.
okay. I would say yes because and they'd be like, well, I don't know. It might come up later, and they're like, well, why? You didn't know him very well. I don't know.
That's true. Uh,
We want to be seen as somebody credible and like
well, that's why I'm like,
aware of everything.
is it going too far to say we had a sense of him? You know, would they see that as like,
Yeah, I mean, I guess they could be like, but you said you only knew him for a day. And I'm like,
yeah, yeah, because our evidence does not rely on who the Baron is as a person, really.
no.
We'll go with this. That's unfortunate, but I'd like you to try to characterize the man for me. Okay. Yeah, a nobleman. Both of these things.
Mhm.
Um, do you have a problem with the nobility, Master Mailer? Oh.
Would you rather I with the second answer that? Excuse me. Is this germane to the investigation, Your Reverence?
Do you think someone else may have had a problem with him? I can think of a few people. Yes.
Yeah.
Good. That might help to solve this the problem that saves this. Aeronautica was murdered here in this very room. Someone did it. But the Gernot believes it was one of his monks, Brother Piero. I had met with Brother Piero and questioned him at length. Seems unlikely a man of his age and temperament could murder the Baron. He was discovered in flagrante delicto.
Technically, he discovered corpus delicti.
Just body of the crime. Principle of the crime that must be proven to establish a crime has occurred. Habeas corpus. God, I feel like this is the situation where we need to not piss this guy off. So, okay. Piero had reasons to resent the Baron, the loss of his work. He insisted on discussing the writings of the troublemaker from Wittenberg. Discussing the writings of the troublemaker from Wittenberg. uh, Martin Luther.
Martin Luther. I was like, what the hell are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yes, this is at the point of their being euphemistic. They don't want to say Martin Luther's name. Great.
He who shall not be named.
Yeah. And as for his age and infirmity, I myself have read many cases in which a man of modest strength succumbs to the temptations of the devil. Once seized by devilish fever, the poor sinner gains an infernal power that allows him to inflict grievous wounds, sometimes fatal. What I'm saying is that in spite of the curious circumstances, Brother Piero is the most plausible perpetrator of this most vile act. I understand you are on friendly terms with Brother Piero. You also interacted with the Baron, both in the town and the Abbey. Did you witness anything that suggested someone else could have murdered Baron Rothvogel?
Okay,
Right.
so this is where we have to throw the blame on somebody.
Right, they think Martin stole the book. I forgot about that.
Thief, yeah.
Because he broke in and stole. He definitely did break in and steal something.
What does he have to do with any of
Right,
this?
I don't think
He's a
he.
thief.
Yeah, I think he just was like trying to make
He's not
some
like,
money.
oh, I want the secret history of the
Right,
Abbey.
no, I
Like,
think he
he's
just was
like
like.
a fucking guy.
He's just a guy trying to score some cash.
Nah.
But yeah,
the only thing I could say is that if you did like the thief or something, they might be like, oh, okay, we'll pursue this. But if you're like the Abbey's prior, they're like,
right, sure.
I don't think we're going after the Abbey's prior.
Martin is like, if they question the townspeople, they're gonna get a poor opinion of Martin. So it might be easy. But they also might be like, well, we can't find Martin, so
yeah. I mean, I think.
But all of our evidence
I'm a little worried that they're just going to be
right.
Like, actually,
yeah, our strongest evidence is toward Farring, but he's also the hardest. Well, yeah, he's the hardest person to the person they would least want to prosecute.
Yeah.
That is an extraordinary claim, Andreas. The abbot speaks highly of the prior and oversees both your and Brother Piero's work, does he not? Yes, Your Reverence. Extraordinary claim requires extraordinary evidence for me to take it seriously. Why should I take the word of an artist over a respected officer of this abbey? I can provide evidence of Prior Farring's motive. Please do so. Yeah, the letters are what matters, not that we observed him.
Devil is afoot, Archdeacon.
They were exchanging letters about performing a magic ritual. You have proof of this? I have a letter. In it, the prior mentions he will not perform a ritual for the Baron, even if the Baron does follow through on a threat to implicate him to inquisitors in Innsbruck. Implication of necromancy is a serious matter. The prior's position would have been in peril, possibly even his life. I don't think any necromancy was involved. In either sense of the word.
Just doing some angel summoning.
Yeah, he was doing some angel summoning, literally.
Summon a horde of angels.
How do you believe Prior Farrack would have killed the Baron? Pray you will not say it was a magical ritual. I found a silver rod that belongs to Prior Farrack. It has dried blood on it. Silver rod? Likely a magical tool of some sort, but it is of size and weight appropriate for the head wound that the Baron received. How did you come to possess this item?
I found it.
In truth, it involved a little grave digging. Master Railer, well, it is not my place nor my task to hold you liable for what you've done. I will be informing Father
Oh,
Garanot.
he
He
already knows.
knows! Don't worry. Is there anything else to say about the prior? No, your reverence. Very well. Who else may have wanted to see the Baron dead?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess we can tell
Maybe
about
Lucky.
Lucky.
I would say
Yeah.
Lucky, maybe.
Who is Lucky Steinauer? I don't believe his name has come up during
Lusky.
our questioning. The town stonemason. Alright, what's the connection between the town stonemason and a noble one from Worms? I know at least 3 farmers in the village saw Lucky arguing with the Baron when he came to town. About what? I don't know. But the argument was heated. Hetty and Veronica Bowron witnessed it. You mentioned a third witness. Yes, Martin Bauer. Unfortunately, yes, the boy fled. Still, we will question the women about what they saw. And how do you propose that this stonemason killed the Baron? As a
Yeah, let's say
stonemason,
that
Lucky
one.
would have
Yeah.
access to any number of tools that he could use to bludgeon the Baron. Have you found such a tool? No, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist, and as they are Lucky's tools, only he would know if one went missing. A fair point, Master Miller, but the fact remains it has yet to be found. True. In any case, that is the extent of my knowledge about Lucky Steinauer, your reverence. Anyone else you could think of who may have wanted to harm the Baron? Yeah, I think we leave it at that. Martin
Yeah.
doesn't actually have a need to harm the Baron. Like,
Yeah.
he might have... If he had killed the Baron, if the Baron had died in the guest house...
That's what I was gonna say, because that could have been him trying to take the book and killing him in the
Yeah, like,
process.
he comes upon
But
him
why
at...
would
The
he
Baron
be
shows
killing
up
him
while he's
in
stealing it. Right, there's no reason for
the
Martin to go
chapter?
into the chapter house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you aware of anything else that might shed some light in this case? Has Brother Florian told you about the note he found in the Baron's clothing? Yes, Brother Florian explained how he came to find it and told me its contents. Master Edel Jaeger has entered his testimony in our register. I don't understand the implications. Who is the innocent? It's not clear to me either, your reverence. Do you believe the murderer wrote it? Whoever wrote it was a talented scribe. I understand Kurosawa has 2, the elderly brother Adek and the younger brother Guy. To be frank, your reverence, neither man has the skill to write in this way. There's something else about it too. The style is just different. It's unlike Adek and Guy's writing, unlike mine. Something about the way the first and second strokes meet on the A and G. Yes, well, whatever the particulars, it seems it remain a mystery that stands apart from the commission of the murder. Unfortunately, there's more to tell. I found more notes. Notes written in the same hand, on the same type of parchment, to those who had a motive to kill the Baron. That is deeply troubling, but again, beyond the bounds of my investigation.
Is it?
Yeah, I feel like if someone was pushing different people to try to murder this guy, that is within the investigation's remit. Like, I guess if your goal is only to find out who specifically wielded the weapon. Thank you again for your time, Master Mailer. Oh. So we could try to persuade him. Which would
We
get...
had to say we had to say that he was a good and fine
Yeah,
man. He was
yeah,
a
yeah,
gentleman.
probably, yes.
Well,
We'll get Ferret killed is my assumption if we do this. But if we don't, if we leave it,
better Ferenc than Pierre.
yeah,
How's
Ferret's
that?
probably gonna die anyway. Based, I like
Yeah.
somebody's gonna die, right? So I can't imagine that he's gonna like just say we don't know who did it and let it go. So I guess we should.
Hmm.
Jesus. Not at all. You're an educated man and conduct yourself appropriately in this inquiry. I reserve final judgment, of course, but who do you believe killed the Baron? Considering all the evidence. Uh-huh. Yeah.
God, it's like 3 things for lucky.
Uh-huh.
13.
Yeah. This is just all the journal entries, I think. For that
Here's
particular.
my here's my thread on each.
Yeah.
1 of 13.
Oh my god. We're getting this man killed. And I
It's
guess,
probably fine.
yeah, and it's also like somebody did.
What else did we miss anything?
I mean, there's definitely stuff we didn't investigate. We didn't investigate the old widow
What did we
because we
miss?
assumed she wasn't capable. Even though she tried to curse the guy or whatever, put a
I
hex on
just thought
him.
we'd have more time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very, deliberate in that we don't get to chase down all
Okay.
the leads.
Well,
And we specifically didn't incriminate Matilda. I do still think
no.
what's his name? I'm
Who?
Matilda's uh secret boyfriend. The monk who goes with her to
Okay.
get food. I think he is a strong suspect. But we just didn't have any opportunities to suspect him basically.
Yeah.
Cuz he definitely
But he's
knows.
also right if he kills him. So
Right, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. Well, like Farrick seems like he's kind of, I guess I don't know if he's a bad guy, but he's
he's
not like,
not, but he's like, eh.
yeah, yes.
I mean,
Yeah. Guy who killed, if a guy killed the Baron because he, sexually assaulted a woman and like beat her to near death, like, yeah, I don't want that guy killed. Like,
right. I was like, yeah. I'd be
uh
interested to see what the hell the thing with Lucky is. The Baron.
yeah, if you can go, there must be more. I wonder if there's more you can find there. I think we got basically everything about Farrick. I think the
Yeah,
other
13
stuff,
seems like a lot.
yeah. We definitely missed some stuff with Martin, I think, because we had multiple opportunities to be nice to Martin.
Yes, and he just
And
was like, "Fuck off! I
yeah,
hate you."
we were not nice to Martin, because he's an asshole. Uh,
Yeah, that's like the game. Be like, "Oh, you weren't nice to Kuno? Well,
yeah,
we're not gonna. You don't get to get this
uh,
square." Okay, well,
yeah. Uh, I don't know if he's quite that bad, but he is, yeah, a little.
no, but
He's the little shit, for sure. All right, Christ. Prior Ferenc, your reverence. Yeah, I think we just leave it at that.
um, wait, what is it?
This is just
Oh,
after we said Ferenc. It's like, do we want to like go on? But I don't think either of these.
yeah, I don't think I really had something.
Noted. Contributions to this inquiry are appreciated. Thank you for your time and candor. You're quite welcome, Your Reverence.
Quite welcome, Your Reverence.
Final day of law and judgment. Andreas, I didn't think you were coming to this.
What, the spinning bee? I wouldn't miss it.
God, look at the douche Miller over here on the right. Just
Oh yeah, look at that
his
pose.
outfit and his like pose and his hair. Just what a great way to just convey him. Like, uh, yeah, I didn't think I was either. I suppose I wanted to see how this ends after all. He was the prior of the abbey, if you could believe it. Did you ever talk with him in the abbey, Andreas? All right, Farrank's getting killed. You missed the trial, Andreas. That archdeacon read all the charges and found him guilty.
Damn. Like I say, I think you got it wrong. No.
Yeah, after we
He was
persuaded.
obsessed with dark magic.
I worked with him almost every day, Clara. I didn't know he had murder in him. Oh, they want you to think they're so pious. That all they're here to do is slowly drain the life out of this town. Calm down, Peter.
Farrank, more like
Oh.
Mana Marco, the way he was obsessed with dark magic constantly.
The king of worms.
Yeah.
Did I miss anything? No, you're fine. Andreas? Otto?
Yo.
Oh, look at these guys. Why is there just one of them has a helmet? I didn't do this. God knows it, even if you do not. This can't be happening. This can't be happening. Okay, have a little more dignity, Farrank. I was wondering if that was the executioner when I saw that guy. I order the executioner to carry out his duty. I warrant him peace and safe conduct, whatever may befall him. Yeah, this is our fault, basically, so I think we have to watch. My God, my God. Yeah, I'm sorry, Farrank. I think you probably weren't guilty. Hold still. No.
This is why.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay.
No, no. Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Not a good execution. If executed as judged
well,
law have required.
This is the thing I have to say.
For that I thank God and my master has taught me such art. I know this was your doing, Andreas.
Yeah, you know what? You turned a blind eye to his activities for years.
Yeah. How dare you? Do you understand the pressure I'm under to keep this abbey together? I am going to say nothing. You are no longer welcome at Curacao, Andreas Merler. I'll send your final payment to the gardeners. May you have a long and successful career in Nuremberg, and may you never travel this way again. Well, okay, that was part 3, separation. Andreas, has the time come for you to leave us? I'm afraid so, Brother Piero. This farewell will have to be brief.
Get away with that murder, though. Wait a minute. What?
Oh my god. The Gernot made it clear I was no longer welcome at Curacao. I pray the time will soften Father Abbott's heart. I hope he eventually realizes you were only trying to help me. This is a sad parting, but inevitable. I had hoped you would stay a bit longer. But the world needs you more than Curacao does. You have grown beyond this old abbey and become a master in your own right. I will miss you, my son. Who will keep you out of trouble when I'm gone? I pray this is the last trouble I will see in my old age, and I have God and you to thank for getting me out of it. Come, your masterpiece is complete. May I see it one last time before you go? Please, I value your assessment. The opinion of one old monk matters little. All the same, I am excited to see it finished at last. It is a masterpiece, truly worthy of the word. And it appears you took my advice to heart. What advice was that? No. To put yourself into the work. Not just to interpret another artist's work, but to transform it into something true. Very funny if Piero was like, when I told you to put yourself into your work, I didn't mean it literally. Oh, Peter? Big Georg? Shows the world as it is. As you have seen it, even if it is not what we may want to see. Though it is not my place to say so.
Clouds over the mill.
I am proud of you, Andres. Oh, something fell out. What's this? A scrap of parchment? Uh-oh. Do not return here. Warning. Whose hand is this? It doesn't look like Brother Adox or Brother Gies. Brother Florian and I found a similar note in the Baron's clothing. And I found more notes delivered to others while I was investigating.
I think, someone was trying to manipulate.
Yeah, they must have been written by someone who knew the darkest secrets of the town and this abbey. They tugged at those secrets to kill the Baron like someone pulling at threads that had been buried in the past. A frightening thought, but who would do such a thing? I wish I knew. Do not trouble yourself overly about it. Your future lies outside these walls. I hope that you will have time to visit me once or twice in your travels before the Lord takes me. I'll come as often as I can, assuming Father Gernot doesn't forbid it. I must have faith that better days lie ahead for all of us. God bless you, Andreas Mailer. Thank you for your friendship. Until next time. Oh? Are you alright, Master Andreas? Casper. What? This is definitely older Andreas. Are you alright? Yes, thank you. I was just remembering him. Trying to, anyway. It doesn't come easily anymore. Oh, would you like me to leave you alone? No, Casper. It's not necessary. There's nothing to be done about it now. It's too late. Like so many things. Andreas Mailer. I never expected to see your face here again. Have you been in Nuremberg for these last 7 years? 7 years, okay. No. Nuremberg for a few years, but I received some lucrative commissions abroad. Oh!
Okay.
Polish, bits of Czech and Hungarian. Cultural touchdowns from Krakow, Prague, and Buda. Like that. English. We know know English. London, other parts of Britain, France, Paris, Tours, Dijon,
Aragon, Aragon.
Spanish, and bits of Arabic. Could reference
Yeah.
cultural touchstones from Barcelona and Valencia. That's definitely interesting. Yeah, I would say Aragon or Poland. Poland's probably more likely to be relevant, but Aragon is very interesting.
Yeah, I would say the same thing.
Hmm. I'll do Poland. That's definitely what jumped out at me at first. I was in Krakow, the court of King Sigismund. He has a great passion for humanism as well as new Italian and German art. Did you have occasion to paint the king's physician? Jacob Isaac. Oh, that's the archdeacon.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah, they said his name was Jacob, and that's
okay.
the glasses. So the archdeacon went on to become the king's physician. That's interesting. Not to paint, but I did meet him. I was surprised to learn King Sigismund had ennobled him. Interesting man. Wait, that's not him? You don't meet many Jews in
Yeah.
nobility.
Wait.
Okay.
Yeah, Isaac is a Jewish name, so it makes sense.
Okay. Well, it definitely looked like him, and he was named Jacob, I thought. Poland is one of the few places Jews may live in peace, provided the king doesn't have a change of heart. I'm surprised you care at all. In spite of your extensive travels and success, you're still not welcome at Curacao. The abbot hasn't forgotten what happened. 7 years isn't all
He's
that long.
still here.
I simply wanted to pay my respects to an old friend. Surely you understand that. I understand why Father Abbot expelled you from the abbey. What were you expecting? A hero's welcome? The
What if we
Land House.
What
Inner
if we tell
Champion.
him, like, I don't think he's gonna come.
What?
I
Oh,
don't think
yeah,
he's
I
gonna
don't know.
come. Like,
Yeah, like, Gernot's not gonna come to us. I It's kind of like, I'm not expecting a hero's welcome. Just wanted to be able to visit a grave. Like,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. Whatever. The Golden Hand. I'll tell him, but I can't imagine he'll care. Why is he so rude? God bless you. Now be off. Revolution. 1525. That monk seemed unhappy to see you, Master Andreas. Why is the abbot so angry with you? Toward the end of my stay in Tassing, there was a murder at Curacao Abbey. A nobleman. Father Gernot panicked and accused my friend, Brother Piero, of committing the crime. I helped convince the investigating archdeacon that another monk was responsible, Friar Farrick. He was executed for the crime. You got someone killed? Uh,
Collected evidence and presented truthfully.
yeah, I
Well,
collected
that's the
evidence,
one
presented it
interview.
truthfully. Well, you couldn't let your friend die. Why didn't you mention it before? I suppose it must have been a hard situation about if the abbot is still mad at you. And to make some difficult choices. Maybe they're the wrong
Hard,
ones.
yes,
But
but
I've
also
had to live with that.
exhilarating. What?
Yeah, you can really lead into like enjoying the power of deciding who lives and dies. Why did you come here if you're not welcome? I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero.
Which
And to
was
be
he?
honest, I'm not looking forward to returning to Nuremberg. This commission is an obscene vanity piece under the pretext of a religious scene. My patrons just want to celebrate themselves and their wealth. I dread each new commission more than the last. Every step I take towards home is agonizing. But master, you're famous and rich. Your work is wonderful. When I saw your altarpiece in Nuremberg, I begged my father to help me become your apprentice. I don't understand how you could accomplish all that you have, and be unhappy. Old, jaded Andreas. Well, he's like, what did we decide Andreas was before? Like, how old was he?
I don't 20s.
Yeah, I mean, it was like early. I thought we actually got an age at some point, or that we
Did
were able
we?
to work it out after we had talked about it initially, but I don't remember what it was. Yeah, young 20s are just like he's at his oldest, he's probably in his early 30s now, right? Like it's just him being like, "Oh, I'm so old and jaded."
I mean, this is,
Yeah,
people didn't live as long back
that's
then.
true. Um he's still, got like mm, almost half his life left probably. Life so much that it consumed my every waking thought. I don't know if I've changed or if what I wanted was never really real. Maybe I've been a fool this whole time.
Yeah, before was
It's 7 years, they said,
15,
since
15.
before.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so it was 15, 18.
15, 18. They just had the Martin Luther stuff
Right.
just put
95
off.
Theses was the year before,
Yeah.
and Luther hadn't been excommunicated yet. Um, Whereas now Martin Luther's been excommunicated, Protestantism is a thing. Jesus. A life of disappointment.
Wow. Come on. Jeez.
That life as an artist would be better for you, Casper. Learn from my mistakes, all right? All right. Yes, Master Andreas. I shouldn't be burdening you with such dark thoughts, Casper. Let's visit my old friend Klaus. It's been too long. As you like, Master Andreas. Who's Klaus? Feels strange being back in Curacao, back in Tassing. I haven't talked to anyone here in years. I should stop by Klaus's house, see how he's been. I like Casper. He's a
No, that's
friendly little
Casper,
soon-to-be ghost.
not Caspar. This is Caspar.
Yes, completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah. Hello, Andreas. How are you enjoying your stay? It's been wonderful, Hannah. Thank you. Oh, good. You're in the best room we have. I'm glad it's to your liking. Yeah, don't be rude to the staff. Okay. That conversation purely exists to establish whether you would be rude to them or not. How do I... There we go. It's like, how do I go down? Oh, look at this little rude little boy. Good day, Master Mailer. Nico!
My cousin.
Master Mailer, is it? Hello, and welcome to the Golden Hand. I'm Nico Berger. I own this land house and run it with my wife Hannah and our son, Gillian. I believe my boy helped you to your room. Is it to your liking? It's lovely, thank you. I'm glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. You arrived in town. One of the locals said you lived here a few years back.
Yeah, I don't remember you being.
Yes, I worked for the Abbey as an artist. Ah, I see. I heard that you were involved in solving a murder.
Are you trying to ask me to solve?
Do you have a murder to solve? I would be happy
Why?
to.
Has there been another one?
Yeah. Yes, out of necessity. The wrong man was being accused of the crime. A friend of mine. I heard it was the prior at the abbey, that the Baron was a sacrifice, and some diabolical spell the brother was casting. No, he wasn't casting a spell. The Baron wasn't a sacrifice. Where did you hear that? Oh, bits and pieces that people have said here and there. Sounds like the story has changed in the last 7 years. I meant no offense, Master Mailer. I just find it to be an interesting story. It's not a story, it's something that happened. 2 people died. Of of course. Again, I meant no offense. Well, I'll leave you to your day. Until later. Until then. Hmm? What the? Oh my god, it's a fucking one of these guys. It's like a, mercenary
Oh yeah,
with
Lance
the,
Connect.
yeah, Lance, with the just outrageous outfits.
Hmm. Yeah, it's the guy from Warhammer.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. All right, I'll be right back.
Right. Quite a nice inn. Mm. Oh yeah, they've got the little sign there. I see the mill still around. Did the guy's house get bigger? Or is it just me? Guessing the widow is gone by now. Old Otto too.
All right, I'm back.
So I was making some observations. So Mill's still here. Did the guy's house get bigger? Or is it just me?
The Mill House?
Yeah.
Um, well, we're seeing it from behind, right? And we
Okay.
saw it from the
Yeah.
front before, so I'm not
Uh,
sure, but I mean, it would not be out of the question, right? Like,
no, I know.
given,
It's that would be funny. It's
yeah,
like this guy's just getting richer.
yeah,
Yep.
yes, exactly.
And I was saying, yeah, the inn looks nice. The we've
Yeah.
got the sign there. The gold. Now is that I can't quite tell. Is that overhand? Do you think like the above the hand or the? It's not the palm, right?
No, I think based on the way the thumb looks, that's
Yeah.
the top of the hand.
Okay. Because at first I thought it was the palm, like open palm, and I was like, that's an interesting,
Uh-huh.
typically like Indian type symbol to have.
Yeah, well, there's some kind of symbol on top of the hand, but I don't know what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. No. Uh,
That's auto. Just do it. You know it's the right thing. I don't understand why that's so hard for you. Is that Martin?
ooh. Yeah, I'm guessing old auto is probably not around.
Yeah, he might. I'm scared. It's dangerous to cross the abbot. Would you prefer the alternative? You don't need to do that, Otto. I understand. I'm just...
Oh,
Andreas? Andreas Maylard? It's good to see you again, old friend. Otto, you're looking well. This is my apprentice, Caspar Ziegler from Salzburg.
oh.
Out on Roman ruins, rumors of violence and rebellion in the city are becoming more common. Mm-hmm.
That's right. Austria's gonna have to just directly annex it soon.
Good day. Ah, that answers that. I thought he might be your son. We don't grow them that fast, even in Nuremberg. Sure. They grow fast enough around here. How
So
old
one of
is
the
this kid
responses
supposed to
was,
be?
I don't know, but the one of the responses was, I've only been married 7 years, so we have been married.
Yeah.
I don't know
So,
where the wife is at while we're.
right. Well, I mean, you know, sounds like we probably weren't super happy about it. It's like we went back to Nuremberg, immediately got married in this arranged marriage, and
I assumed she would have gone to Krakow and then come back, but I don't know where she is now. Maybe she went ahead. Yeah, maybe because like this is like a little detour he's just doing before he's going back.
yeah, that could be. Yeah. 13, yeah, that seems reasonable. Yeah, I mean, definitely more than 7, obviously, but I was like, I wonder how
Yeah.
old he is. Ava and I just had our first little Otto. We call him Oats. Them baby faces.
It's what a name to
Or yeah,
fucking.
like, Oots. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I always
Hey,
had
little
trouble with
Oots. Little Oots.
the umlaut O.
Mm-hmm.
After yourself?
Bean.
Which you probably say it's named after Old Otto, and I'm gonna assume, therefore, yes, that Old Otto is probably dead.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's been a trial with Dad gone. Okay. Clara and
Oh,
Ursula
Ursula's
help
gonna
out
be
where they
coming
can.
back.
Oh yeah, older Ursula. I'm sorry to hear about your father. That's life. At least he's with the Lord now, free of his aches and pains. I know Ava wrote to you about my father's death, Andreas. Why didn't you write back? Oh! Oh!
What?
I'm sorry, things got busy after I left Tassing. Sorry to interrupt, but I should be heading back. I think it's Martin. I feel like I should remember your face, but I can't place it. Oh, don't trouble yourself. It's me, Martin, remember? Oh, yes, of course. Hello, Martin. Hello. Sorry to run, but I have to get these sheep back to the farm. As much as I love willing away the hours in the meadow, I have a lot to attend to. Otto, I'll see you at the meeting later. Andreas, until later. Last time I saw Martin was in this meadow. He was sneezing, seemed to hate being here. Even his mother cat said that he always sneezed when he was in the meadow. Strange. Is it strange, or are you just confused? I don't remember the sneezing. But
No, I don't remember that either.
good to see you, Martin. Pain in my ass. What's this about a meeting? Oh, there's something happening in town. That's probably more. You've picked an interesting time to visit. Come by the town commons in a while. I think you'll be interested to hear what I have to say.
Drucker?
I guess it must be the Drucker. I just
I think
didn't remember
his
his
name was
name was.
Klaus Drucker, right?
I did not remember that was what his name was at all. But that would make sense. That would be the person that he would come to see. Tell him to come too. He's been dragging his feet. Until later. Oh, this is... Okay, no, this is the same angle we saw this from before, because this statue's still here.
Yep.
So, that must be bigger.
Yeah. Cat.
Cat, cat, cat.
Wow.
Attend closely, Casper. This is a very important lesson. You must
Mm-hmm.
pet every cat you see.
Mm-hmm.
The Abbey. Let's go check out the mill. No one's here.
Oh, it looks, this looks about the same, I guess.
Yeah, from the front it does.
Wow, that graffiti really
Yeah,
lasted.
yeah. The whatever that kid did, it was permanent.
Mm-hmm.
Check out all the old haunts. Damn, Smokey's not here.
Hmm. Is that the one that's with Matilda?
Voislav?
Yeah.
Yes, I think that's him. Andreas, I had heard you were back in testing. God bless you.
God, don't
I
say
don't
that.
I don't know that we can I was like, I think we can joke with Otto. I don't think we should joke with Tom.
Yeah.
God bless you, Father Thomas. It's good to see you again. Hopefully this visit will be less eventful than your last. Hessing has enough going on as it is. We have our bonfire for St. John's Eve tomorrow night. People get up to all sorts of mischief. John the Baptist.
Oh
June
yeah.
23rd.
June 23rd, famous day of mischief.
And then it's my job to hear their confessions the days that follow. Not to mention the grumbling the peasants are making. Let's just talk, brother. No need to scare our guests with such things. Not sure if there is trouble. Or I'm sure if there is trouble, Master Mailer will be the first to stick his nose in it. Wow. Let's say nothing. It's easy enough for you to come and go. You don't have to live with the consequences. After Ferenc was executed, Father Abbot made Matthew the new prior, which is, yeah, glasses guy. Okay.
Oh, fuck this guy.
Little tiny guy. Ferenc may have been annoying, but Matthew is even worse. Thanks for that. Would have been better for everyone if you had simply allowed Brother Piero to die. It wouldn't have been better for Brother Piero! Fuck off. After all, he had only a few years left anyway.
Okay. I don't think we should, yeah, just start
Just,
berating him instead of you're a buffoon and coward. I'll just say that.
you think we should berate him?
Yes, I think we should. I first was gonna let it slide, and I was like, okay, you know what?
It was
Fuck it.
Matthew and the singer who is
Yeah, the singer who they could never find, even though he's
Ruda.
right
Is
there.
his name starts with an R?
Rudiger. It's
Rudiger. Yes, that's what his name was.
I remember because there's a soccer player named Rudiger.
Of course.
Yeah. It's like,
I'm just gonna stare at him. Nothing to say for yourself? Friends, friends, there's no need for such ire. Give me, Father Thomas. I let my passions get the better of me. Besides, that's not even why I came down here. I actually came to speak to you on the abbot's behalf, Andreas. Father Gernot would like to invite you to come to the library tomorrow morning if you're interested in purchasing some of our books.
oh, wonderful, fantastic. Wait.
Are things so bad the abbot has to sell off Kurosawa's greatest treasures? The abbey needs the money more than it needs ink-stained parchment. No one values the books anymore. Except perhaps you. The library's not quite ready yet, as it does not see much use. You could come by tomorrow morning. Mother Illuminata can show you what's available. Mother Illuminata?
Oh.
Okay. Yes, the Mother Cecilia passed a few years ago.
Let's should bring that name back. I need more people named Illuminata.
Peacefully in her sleep. So, tomorrow morning? Alright, tell him to expect me. I'm sure he'll be overjoyed. And Andreas, I apologize for my harsh words before. It was rash. Brother Piero was a pious man and a skilled artist. We miss him.
Oh.
Father Thomas, do you have a moment to speak inside the church?
What about the anchoress? Still here?
Probably. Yes, I think so. Why? A private matter. Oh, of course, of course. Until tomorrow. God bless you, Andres. Is that what the church was called? Our Lady of the Labyrinth?
Um,
I assume so, I just didn't remember.
I. That seems weird. I don't.
Yeah.
Does not seem like the name of a church.
Let's see here. Martin Bauer and Widow Kemprin. Is she really still here? That would be funny if the old lady is still here.
It's abandoned, right?
Yeah, wasn't that her house?
Yeah. Big.
Okay, so maybe, yeah. It's Martin's house. Guess everyone is at the meeting, probably. Okay, well, let's go talk to the Druckers. Oh, not in there. Andreas. I'm sorry, Klaus. I know it's been a long time. 7 years. 7 years and nothing from my friend Andreas. First Bert, then Marie, just after Magdalene was born. Oh no.
What?
My wife always thought highly of you. I can't believe you didn't write back
Oh
after I
no.
told you they had passed. Oh no, little Bert!
What? You saw too many ghosts and had to be eliminated.
Could be.
Uh,
Sorry, I should have written.
yeah, what the fuck, Andreas?
Yes,
Jeez.
you should have. Yeah, he's really just like... Too late for that now, though. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, hello. She likes you. Your business seems to have grown. What are you printing? Bibles. The 12 articles. They were originally written by Swabian peasants who were demanding changes from their lords. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Freedom from serfdom, freedom to hunt and use the woods as God intended, freedom from compulsory labor.
These are the King's Woods.
Abolition of the inheritance tax. I think this might be the image, or the image this is based on because it's been done into the art style. But I think there's a specific, like, woodcut that this is based on, or whatever, that is the same image that I used as the Steam image for the Peasant Republic mod for EU4 that I made.
Really? Really?
Because there's not that many images of the peasant,
Now look at this,
rebellions.
yeah, look at the text here, how it's like slightly, it's not perfectly imprinted. That looks good.
Oh, yeah. Abolition of the inheritance tax, fair appraisal of rent, the return of property to common use and ownership.
Why do they want abolition of the inheritance tax?
Swabia is a former duchy, reformed as the Swabian Circle in 1512.
Yeah, Marith, that's cool. It's like if you had a more modern game, you had like a typewriter thing, and it was like the text was like slightly
Yes.
misaligned a little, you know. Like,
Yeah, it's especially compared to like the regular text where there's like the regular like fading and then it restarts when it's like the pen is dipped into the ink again.
yeah, yeah.
And this is not regular in that way. Bavaria isn't Swabia, but their complaints are just as valid for the peasants of Tassing.
Oh my god. Otto's the leader of a peasant revolt. That sounds good.
This must be what Otto was talking about later. Or is talking about later. He wanted me to bring you along. Yes, he asked. I may come, I may not. The abbot has been squeezing the peasants for years. Now he's squeezing the townsfolk, and we're pushing back. Their cause is righteous, Andreas. If you haven't seen the Gertners lately, you should visit them. And Otto had you print these? Yes. Why? I didn't think he could read. He can't, but
Where
just
is
about
this
everyone else
cat?
in town can. Oh, right there.
Oh, not moving? Okay.
Yeah, it's just sleeping apparently.
Okay.
Oh, it twitches his ears a little bit. Oh.
Is it?
Yeah, it's really hard to see, but it is twitching a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, okay, okay. Yeah.
He speaks, I print. Just trying to do my part, I suppose. I'm sorry, I'm still not in the mood for this late reunion. Come back for dinner tomorrow. You should go to the Commons, hear what Otto has to say. It's worth hearing. I understand. Until later, Klaus. Oh, we skipped dinner. No. What a cutie. So we are in southern Germany, so everything's gonna still be Catholic, I assume. Okay, let's go here. So many people. Everyone listen. We all know why we're here. Nothing I'm going to say will be a surprise. Nothing I'm going to say hasn't already been spoken behind closed doors, whispered to your neighbors. Nothing I'm going to say is untruthful, so it's time we started saying it openly. Year after year, the Abbey has found new ways to tax the peasants. Piece by piece, the Abbey has taken away our rights to use God's forests to support our families. Law after law gets heaped upon us. Restrictions on how we can pay rent, limits on where we can move, who we can wed, and now the death tax, which once claimed only our best animal and garment, takes half our estate. No consideration for widows, no consideration for children. What about the town council, the rat house?
City Hall.
Yep. That guy, that's the baker? Ulrich? Yeah, and his wife.
Yep.
He was kind of a dick to us. Surely that is a sign that the abbot wishes to share his power, to listen to our grievances. Yeah, we'll create a council for you guys to vote on. And oh, hey sheep, how's it
Hi.
going? You have a good heart, Ulrich. You always want to see
It's
the
like those.
best in people.
It's like
What?
those civilian oversight
Yes,
committees for the police
exactly.
or something.
Yes.
It's like,
Uh-huh. It's like, oh, we'll give you you know, a commission to appoint people to. Uh get to provide advice to the
yeah.
advise the abbot.
Of course, I will have the final decision, but
But no. The council is a way for the abbot to divide us, to pit a favored few against the many. This is not charity. No, only greed and desperation drive Father Gernot. You'd think that if the abbot could, he'd steal a dead man's soul from heaven itself. Ooh. And when we protested, what did Father Gernot do? He locked the shrine of St. Moritz.
oh,
He won't allow the people of this town, the farmers of this land, to pray before the relic. Now, when we most need the intercession of our saint, the abbot has shut us out. Father Gernot's actions aren't just. They aren't Christian. We've endured this abuse for too long. It's time we let the abbot know we won't take it anymore. Too right. Hear, hear. Yes. This has to stop. Let's fix this. Stop. This is foolish. Soldiers are already patrolling nearby towns. You push against the abbey, you'll incur the Duke's wrath. You could get the town razed and everyone killed.
Oh, look who it is.
Hannah's right. The Duke is a powerful force in Bavaria. You're playing a dangerous game, Otto. The Duke is a powerful force in Bavaria. He is the Duke of Bavaria, right? Like, it's the Dutch.
Yeah.
It's like, yes, the Duke of Bavaria is a powerful force in Bavaria.
The king has quite a lot of power in the kingdom.
Yeah, yeah. It's like, you lot are no match for trained soldiers. If you don't relent, you'll be ground into the dust like the Swabian peasants. We can always grind you up instead, Lenhart.
That's right.
Don't be shy. Speak up if you have cause. We won't be overrun. The peasants of Salzburg were able to take the city and have their cause heard.
Oh, that's what's going on.
If the people can get the Archbishop of Salzburg to listen to them, then we can do the same with the abbot. Master Embrace, do you think my family in Salzburg is alright?
They're all dead, Casper. Sorry.
The civilian losses were minimal. What a heartless thing to say.
Well, this is before the creation of police forces, so they were probably massacring a lot of people.
Yeah. I don't know, Casper, but we can find
can
out.
Find out? I mean, I
Sure.
guess.
We'll send him a letter. Enough is enough. We can't stand by while the abbot continues treating us poorly. People all over Swabia are taking back their God-given rights. Why shouldn't we do the same? A righteous cause. Martin's right. We deserve better. Well spoken, Martin. Everyone ought to consider what he said. Martin has proved dependable these last few years. But if the words of men can't persuade you, perhaps a sign from a greater power will. The abbot may have locked us out of our saint's shrine, but God has shown me that he is with us. I think that's all I should say for now. Thank you all for coming. What are you up to, Otto? Good day, Andreas. Clara, it's been too long. It's lovely to see you again. Hello, Andreas. I'm surprised to see you after your long absence from Tassing. At this rate, we thought we'd never see you again. I was gone too long. I'm sorry for not sending word of my arrival. You certainly did pick an odd time to visit. We're in the middle of a strange season. Ah, you found the Gertners. Your speech was very rousing, Otto. I swear they get better each time. Are you looking for trouble, Otto? I think yes. Of course not. But I understand what might happen if the abbot doesn't listen to reason. Even so, the people here can't go on like this. Something has to change. Yeah. Are your parents dead? Circle yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just concerned for what might happen here, that's all. It's appreciated, but we know the risks. Otto, did you really see a sign from God? Is that true? Understood why many people hate the abbot. I don't remember us saying. I guess we. Yeah, we. I mean, we talked about that. Don't remember it doing a thing of like, this will be remembered. It is, Andreas. I swear. Come talk to me later. I'll tell you what I can. All right. Anyway, Andreas, you and yours should come by the house for supper. We'd be delighted to have you. That sounds wonderful. We'll be there, Clara. All right. Gertner's tonight. Drucker's tomorrow night. Important to remember who we've promised to visit. The Zimmerman house. Oh, that's Otto. Okay. Yeah, we talked to you. I want to talk to Martin. Andreas? Andreas Mailer? Look at. Well, would you look at that? You are back in Tassing. And look at you. You've done well for yourself. And who's this? This is Casper, my apprentice. Hello. He's got the posture of an artist, that's for sure. Good strong face, though. I do? What brings you back to Tassing, Andreas? Just passing through on the way back to Nuremberg. How have you been, Kat? You seem well. I feel well. The past few years have been challenging, but I'm stronger now for the Lord's trials. Franz passed a few winters ago. Then Wolf. Oh no, another baby! Brigitte and I nearly lost the farm, and our minds. But Martin returned shortly after, and he's proved to be a changed man. A good man. He saved us from destitution. I've been wondering where Wolf was. I'm so sorry, Kat. I don't know what else to say. I'm sorry. There's nothing to say, is there? He was a good boy. A sweet, good little boy. The stars dimmed when he passed. But that was years ago now. I try not to dwell on it. To be strong for Brigitte, and to find solace in the knowledge that he is with God now. Times may be hard in Tassing right now, but God truly does answer our prayers. I'm glad you and your family are well, Kat, despite everything. Thank you, Andreas. Truly is good to see you again, even in the midst of such terrible times. What is this? Oh, this is... Hello, Andreas. Hello, Brigitte. How are you? As well as anyone can be in Tassing right now. Oh, Jesus. Just be rude. Looks like things are going well for you. Martin returned after all. Yes, the winter without him was excruciating. I lost little Wolf, and Kat was worried that she'd lose the farm after Franz died. But then Martin returned, and he's provided well for us ever since. Despite the tightening restrictions, we've gotten by. I'm thankful. I'm sorry to hear about Wolf. Thank you. It's... Try not to think about it. Kat wants to talk about him all the time, you know. Any night there's clear skies, she looks up and asks if I ever wonder how he is up there. That must be excruciating. Yes, it is. I'm sorry, Andreas. I can't talk about this anymore. I'm sorry I brought him up. You didn't know. It's alright. It's been good to see you again, but I should be going until later. Yeah, the ink splatter around words for emotion is really good. Andreas Mailer. Good to see you again after all these years. And you as well. What have you been up to? You look like you've done well for yourself. I got married, opened a workshop, settled down in Nuremberg. That sounds like a good life, Andreas. Any kids yet? Not yet. See, losing Wolf was hard, but Vita and I are trying again. Takes time. I'm just lucky I have another chance at things. What happened to you, anyway? Oh, right. You know, I stole some of the Baron's things. I didn't make it far with them. I tried to sell them in Walgau, and I got robbed. Serves me right, I guess. Luckily, they didn't find the coins I was carrying. The money carried me around Bavaria for another month and a half. Then I started stealing. I grew bigger and more confident over time and became a highwayman. You were a bandit? Hard to believe, I know, but yes. Anyway, it didn't last long. I eventually got scared out of it. I had a partner for the last year of my adventures. We tried to rob some Italians. We thought they were merchants traveling under the banner of St.
Oh
George.
no, but they were condottieri or something.
I didn't realize George was a Praetorian guard.
uh, yeah. Remember the one time the Praetorian Guard fought the dragon? That was cool.
They were not. They were soldiers guarding the property of an Italian bank. Oh no!
Oh,
Did you try to rob the Medici's
the
or something?
Medici men, God.
My partner didn't survive the encounter. I was wounded alone in the wilderness. I thought of my father, my mother, Gita. I realized I couldn't remember Wolf's face anymore. I had to come back and take up the responsibilities I'd left behind. Was coming back difficult? It was. It felt like I'd stepped out of another life into this one. It took me a while to get used to everything, to remember how things used to be. It's all in the past now. I just need to look forward. It was quite a speech you gave back at the Commons. He needs support. The townspeople aren't as committed to opposing the abbot. They have less to gain and more to lose if the abbot chooses to get the Duke involved. Anyway, I have to get back to work. Good talking to you, Andreas. It's interesting that presumably you could get Martin caught and killed, and then presumably you don't get thrown out of the abbey, so you're welcomed back there.
Yep.
And I don't know what the situation of these people is, but they make it pretty clear that, like, due to whatever that weird inheritance law stuff is, they wouldn't have their farm even.
Right. Yeah. I don't.
Oh, we can go into this church now. We weren't able to. Oh! Isn't this the old widow?
Oh wow.
You're that artist who came here a few years ago, around the time of the murder. Yes, I'm Andreas Mailer. Right, I know your name. Do you work for Father Thomas? Work for? I'm his slave. I clean his damned church and keep his house so I have a roof over my head. Around the time the Baron was murdered, I lost my home. That bastard, the abbot, took it from me. Now I have to rely on the charity of the church. I hate the church as much as the abbey. I wish there were a hell I could send the lot of these holy men there. I understand. You don't. You can't. No matter. All right. Well, see you later.
Why don't you ask Perkta for some help?
That must be the labyrinth the church is named after. Interesting.
Yeah.
That's... What the fuck? Also, man, the like background mural here. That's the three wise men.
Uh-huh. Yep. What's oh,
The demons churning butter and
yeah, yeah, what is that? Churn it does look like
leading
churning butter.
leading them into hell.
And churning butter is the gateway to hell, as
You
we
know,
all know.
this is just making me think about that fucking, is it like a Tumblr post or something about like Amish people talking like using churning butter as like a euphemism? Like,
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, I think this has something to do with the devil's milkmaid or something.
Devil's Milkmaid. Wow, Lucky's still here. 7 years older and still going at it. Andreas. Not who I wanted to see. God has it out for me. Are you... Hello, Lucky. I, for one, am glad to see you again. Alive, you mean? Sure tried your best to get me killed. Couldn't even hold back to the Archdeacon. Running your mouth. Oh, because we did tell the Archdeacon about you. Look, we didn't... We incriminated someone else.
What the fuck is this? Like some misogynist thing about like women not doing like the butter churning, like the devil's doing it instead of them or something?
Oh, did you find something about
Yes, I'm looking up what this is like. It's like, oh, this is a common motif in like medieval.
that? Doesn't... I mean, I assumed that that image didn't come from nowhere, but what a weird,
Like it's a lazy women letting the devil's doing it instead or something.
okay, sure.
Okay. It's believed by the people long ago that certain people were under the power of the devil and they could take away other people's butter.
What? It could take away other people's butter?
You could churn and churn away for hours and no butter would come.
Wow. Definitely wouldn't want people to take my butter.
No.
I owed it to the law not to speak falsehoods in front of adjudicator. It would have besmirched my integrity. Only care for your own hide, huh? Good thing the Archdeacon knew how to weigh all the evidence. Turns out the prior's just as corrupt as regular folks. He was an asshole. Uh... The other mic is really quiet. Oh, Sannoso's? Also, I forgot to put that on.
Oh, okay. Still can't believe it was Frank.
Let me know if that is better, sheep. They didn't kill me, but you tainted my name. Folks whispering, what if they got the wrong person? Could have been the Mason after all. I'm sorry, Lucky. That was not my intent.
Oh, you should have answered my questions.
Apologies don't bring work. Reputation does. At least most have the decency to only whisper, unlike that shit Mueller. So no, I don't like seeing you here, Master Mailer. I won't be in tasking for long. If you want, I'll keep out of your way. Wise. We got nothing to talk about. Now get lost. First, I'm going to enter your house. Oh, Andreas. How good it is to see you again. And who's this? This is my assistant, Casper.
Hello.
What a hale-looking boy. And you, Andreas, you look very well. Why are you back in Tassing? I came to pay respects to Brother Piero's grave. Oh, of course. I'm sure the brothers appreciated that. The last few years have been difficult for everyone. We've lost so many. I heard Bert and Marie had passed. Yes, poor Klaus. I hope you stopped in to talk to him. He sent you letters. Yes. Anyway, I won't burden you with all of Tassing's troubles. It's been good to see you again, Andreas. Much better. Okay. Ah, the bakery. Oh, oh! That little shit!
Well,
She still got our
still
hat!
has the hat.
Hello, Master Andreas. We can't ask about it.
Say, where'd you get that hat from?
God bless you, Andreas. I'm thankful you returned to Tassing after so long. We prayed so fondly for you after you left. We prayed so fondly. Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Thank you, Gret. I've kept Tassing in my purse as well, though it doesn't seem to have done much good. That's right. You were out of speech earlier. Tassing's peasants are struggling, and now even the townsfolk are pinched by the abbot's new restrictions. I worry about my husband. He's getting too involved with the whole business. You disagree with Ulrich? Yes, I do. I love my husband, but sometimes I worry that he focuses too intently on the details. He does not see that he may be both prudent and Christian. I pray that I am not acting selfishly, but the abbot's taxes have affected us too. What about Anna's future? Ulrich has been offering credit to Peter for years, which I've accepted, but now we can only bake so much bread a week before we go hungry ourselves. Can you talk to him, Andreas? Of course, but I can't promise I'll change his mind. God bless you. That's all I ask. I love the little pretzels on like a pole.
Yeah. No, building something.
Oh, this is the rat
the
house.
rat house. Okay.
Ah, the doctor. Werner Stoltz. Yes? Oh, Andreas Mailer. How unexpected. I'm very busy at the moment. Another time? Van Eisenkopf. Who is this? Oh, Balthasar.
Balthazar. Oh.
Salutations. You must be that wonderful artist, no? Master Andreas Mailer, yes. Wonderful, wonderful. Balthasar Eisenkopf, at your service. But call me Baltus, please. It's much more familiar. Pleasure, Baltus. Have you been in Tassing long? Oh, just a few seasons. My cart broke down, and I found the place so charming I decided to stay. I enjoy the quiet, but I must say I do miss the company of other intellectuals. Usually that good Dr. Stoltz and I whittle the hours away in the evenings. So naturally, when I heard a well-known artist had returned, I was beside myself. I'm always pleased to meet a like-minded individual. What do you do? I'm an inventor of sorts. Really? What do you make? All sorts of things, young man. Mechanical clocks of all sizes, metal mice that skitter about, even light without flame. Can't see how
Okay.
any of that would be useful. A clock seems useful. I don't know about the mice.
That's a toy for cats.
Yeah? Thank you, Andreas. I knew a fellow artist such as yourself would appreciate my work. Well, I'd best get back to it. You know how it is. For us few, called to higher art.
I'll be back in a few minutes.
Okay. Let's see. Is to the commons again. Ah, sure. Let's talk to Endris. Andreas, you're back in Tassing. Just for a few days. I wanted to pay my respects to Brother Piero. Oh, yes, Brother Piero. What a talent with color. I'm sorry, Andreas. He was a sweet old man. I talked to him sometimes on my breaks up at the Abbey. Surprised Prior Farrank didn't give you an earful. Well, he did before the, unpleasantness. I'm sure you know it shook things up at the Abbey for a while. I imagine. Awful business that was. Anyway, Matthew's prior now. Still strict, but a bit quieter about it. Matthew, okay. He's a reserved Swiss temperament. Take that over Frank's outbursts. You'll get no disagreement from me. Still, even if the prior is easier to get along with, the abbot's gone from bad to worse. Are you in with the peasants, Endris? Well, of course. Gernot's been running them into the ground. On top of that, we can't even use the forest anymore. Any of us used to be able to go fishing in there. Not anymore. How far are you going to take this? Well, I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not leading the thing. But I trust in Otto and the peasants do too. I hope your trust is well placed. Pray for us, will you? We could use St. Moritz's help right now. Say, Andres, how's the married life been treating you? After you left here and returned to Nuremberg, I take it you were married. Marriage is a legal requirement for becoming a recognized master craftsman. Wow. I assume that's true. Just straightforwardly. Which is, that's some real shit. Ah, yes, of course. These obligations seldom reach a small town like ours. I imagine it would apply to me as well if I got far enough. Hope the married life has treated you well. I still haven't found anyone. I fear it's never going to happen. Really? Not a single person has caught your eye? Well, when I was in Innsbruck a few years ago, I saw a real pretty girl at the market, selling painted pots. I think about her sometimes. Maybe more than as Christian. Hold on. You need to go back to Innsbruck and find that pretty girl. I mean... What? Really? This is such a terrible idea. Life is too short to spend dreaming about the loves you could have had. I seem to feel strongly about this, Andres. But it sounds foolish. Juvenile, you might say. I may not have found true love, but that doesn't mean you can't. Are you not happy with your life, Andres? I'm not, but this isn't about me. It's about you. Well, if I ever have the chance to get back to Innsbruck, maybe I will. There's something to look forward to, after all. Thank you, Andres. You're a man of inspiration. Okay, there's the Zimmermans. Sure, let's check in with them after Otto's speech. Oh, right, he's going to tell us about the sign from God. I found something just a few days ago. This will sound crazy, but I found St. Moritz's head. What? His head? Are you sure? Oh, maybe we should wait for Sannoso for this. I think the Endra stuff was fine.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh, good. Oh, I just clicked through this, but so I talked to Andrus, the blacksmith, who is still unmarried after 7 years.
Okay.
And we talked to him about basically convinced him to possibly go to Innsbruck to try to find some lady he thought was cute.
What?
Like here in the past. And talked about how we don't like our marriage. Also, yeah, Andreas mentioned that marriage is a legal requirement for becoming a master.
Oh my god. I mean, I guess that sounds like that would have been a
Yeah, I
thing.
was like, oh my god. Yeah, that.
You have to have,
Yeah,
upstanding characteristics.
exactly.
They gotta be a married man.
And then we just came to Otto, who's, gonna show us his sign from God, right? And he
Oh, yeah.
says he found St. Moritz's head.
Oh, good.
Yes, I'm sure. Alright, I can't say anything more until St. John's Day. Then everyone will know. Who else
Start
knows about
throwing it
this?
around the town square.
Only those who need to know. And you, of course. Yeah, we don't need to know, but you did tell us.
Feel lucky?
Absolutely. Good. Until later. Okay. I don't... It's like, what does he have? Because he said head and not, like, skull.
Yeah, because part of the thing with the saints, like bodily relics, is like they don't decay.
Right, yes, of
So
course.
it's like probably like a somewhat preserved or fully preserved head or something. Oh my god.
Well, these guys. I'm gonna talk to them. Hey, Andreas. Heard rumor you were back. Hello, Hans. Meet Casper, my apprentice. Hello. Are you from Nuremberg, like Andreas? I'm from Salzburg. Is that very far from here? Not too far, I think. A few days to the east on horseback. I've never been outside of Tassing.
Oh.
Or ridden a horse. It's a shithole!
Oh my god.
Tassing's a wonderful place to live. I guess. Some of the men in town say it would be better if the Abbey were around.
Well, probably true, but...
Then you'd have to contend with the Lord. Well, they might be right about that. What do you think? I don't know. Could be nice to have a change. Careful what you wish for. Change does not come peacefully in the Empire. I guess we'll see. Andreas Mailer. Didn't expect to ever see you back in Tassing. You look like you've done well for yourself. Thanks, and how have you been? Things went well for a while after you left. Widow Kemperin lost her land, and the Abbey let us work it. My brother's heart gave out not long after, but then Martin came back to help work the land. Even so, it's been hard to keep up with the abbot's demands, the taxes, and everything else. Well, I'm really just passing through. It sounds like a lot of people are upset with the abbot these days. They have good reason to be. I know you didn't get on well with the man either. Father Matthias never let things get this bad. Anyway, good to see you, Andreas, even if you are just passing through. Okay, so we are supposed to be having dinner with the Gertners. We've been everywhere other than the Abbey, I think. Hello again, Andreas. We're about to sit down for supper. Care to join? Yeah, let's go. It's truly a blessing to have everyone back together again, if only briefly. Oh, Il Peter's still around. There is, like, 8-year-old Ursula. Peter, Big Jorg. Keep an eye on that boy of yours, Andreas. See that he minds how much he takes. Wow, Peter.
Okay.
Young boys eat too goddamn much. Peter, stop that. Andreas is our guest. Why don't you lead us in grace? Fine. Bless us, O Lord, and these your gifts, which you're about to receive from your bounty. Pray again for our beloved Christine, gone now these many years. Please help me protect my family in these difficult times. Christ our Lord, Amen. I don't remember Christine.
Yeah, I don't.
Master and Brace, why are we the only ones with bread? Gertners can't afford a lot of bread. They're being polite. Andreas, it's so good to have you at our table again. And with another guest. Is this young man your assistant? Casper, yes, he's my apprentice. Ah, that would explain why I saw him writing in that little journal. I remember you did the same thing when you lived here. Let's eat our cheese? Do you still draw in your journal, Andreas? I prefer to spend what little free time I have in books these days. Interesting that will be remembered. And Ava said she'd teach me to read, but her book got destroyed in a flood. How nice that you have that time. And we toil all day, and that despicable abbot is starving us all while he sips on his sacramental fucking wine. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that, Mary. Lay off him, Dad. He's only just got here. How have the fates been treating you these last few years? Oh no. The Lord is testing us with another hard season, I'm afraid. That's one way to say it. Been miserable as shit all around. Maybe you should be resting, Grandpa. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna do it sitting up at my own goddamn table. The whole family's been ill, Andreas. Peter, his father, and Ursula. With an ague.
I don't know what that is.
I've seen it before, but yeah, I don't remember. And me, well, Clara lost a child in childbed a year ago now. Let's see. Ague. Illness involving fever and shivering.
Doesn't sound good.
Yeah. Tragedy. I'm sorry for your loss. Thank you, Andreas. It was some time ago, but, well, such things linger. It's monstrous. Monstrous. It seems the Lord rarely looks in on Tassing any longer. That's why it's time for us to take matters into our own hands. We're eating, not at the table. He's right! Please, can we not talk about this now? York here was married while you were away, Andreas. Really? To whom? To me, Andreas. Why else do you think I'm here?
Oh my.
I was like, I'm pretty sure to Veronica. Like, of course. You two make a good match. York has been good to me. There aren't many other options in Tassing anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a couple springs, but I'm still not used to being married.
Oh my god.
Congratulations, York. I'm happy for you. Thanks, Andreas. It's been our one blessing in a dark season. With children soon to come, I hope. Ha ha ha! What? I don't get it. Oh. Do you? Oh, forget it, Ursula. What have you been up to, Andres? Andreas has nothing but complaints about his life.
God, I know.
What should I say? My life seems so far from theirs now. Don't leave them waiting. Can't think of anything. Nothing but my miserable little problems. Foreign patrons are fussy. I spent a fortune trying to keep my inks wet and canvases dry while traveling. Christ, Andreas, you're living like a king compared to us. What is it like to travel? You must have seen so much. Ursula, maybe you should excuse yourself and rest. You're sick. But Mom, I'm still hungry. Here, Ursula, you could have mine. It's not fair that nobody else gets any bread besides Master Andreas and me. Stop! Ursula, give it back to him. I'm not going to have people in this town saying we can't feed our goddamn guests. Besides, we all have work to get back to, don't we? Good. Oh. Time to get back to it, Andreas. We'll see you and your boy later. My apologies, Peter. We don't mean to overstay our welcome. It's all right, Andreas. He's just in a bad mood. It was lovely to see you again. Yes, thank you for coming, Andreas. Will you be staying for St. John's Eve? I think so. Hopefully we'll see you later. Go to sleep. Oh. The sin of Saul. First monarch of Israel. Yeah. The predecessor of David. Master, did you hear that? Sounded like someone crying out. I think it's Sister Amelie. She's a mystic. She may be having one of her visions. Sister Amelie, are you alright? The Philistines. This is the hand of God. Compline. Compline. Yes, that's what time it is. Sister, is something happening at Compline? It's Compline right now. No! Sister Amelie? You're the artist, Andreas. You remember me? Yes, you were here when the Baron was killed. You've changed. In more ways than one. Complexities and difficulties of the outside world are why I'm glad to be in here. I can see and hear the world spinning around me, but I'm not part of it. This cell gives me the peace and isolation I need to feel God's presence. And in the stillness of this storm of the world, a storm sometimes rouses in my soul. I wish Father Thomas were here. Would you like Casper to go get him? If he could, yes. His house is just around the corner. Casper, run and get Father Thomas. Yes, Master Andreas. Your son? My apprentice, Casper Ziegler from Salzburg. He seems eager to please you. He is quite enthusiastic, yes. I have little knowledge of the workings of masters and apprentices. My world is one of spirit, decoupled from the march of life and death. I see and hear your world turning from this little window, but they are mercifully small glimpses. Mercifully small. This cell allows me to contemplate mysteries without the noise of the outside world polluting my thoughts. Your world is the world of normal lives and normal thoughts. It can be difficult to hear the divine, much less make sense of it. I have no will to be part of that world. I strive to have no will at all, but to subordinate myself to the will of God. When my will is God's will, God graces me, His will, He graces me with visions, confusing though they may be. God is giving you visions, He wants you to understand them. Understanding is a trial, Andreas. Perhaps what God wants from me is to strive, and in striving to understand a different, deeper mystery. It is not my place to question His will, but to contemplate the revelations I receive with the help of Father Thomas. Sister, what is that hole in the ground? My grave. What? I dug it before Father Thomas read me my funeral rites, before I was enclosed here. I dig a little more in it each day. Most people find it shocking, but this is my devotion, my vocation. Once someone finds their calling, they must answer it fully. Was a calling to a cloistered life not enough? No. I thought it might be, but as you yourself have learned, the cloistered life is not so cloistered. The butting of the temporal world against the spiritual world is like flint against steel. Sparks are inevitable. Is your calling in question, Andreas? Is your life? Both, I think. I've lost my love for art, love for family, love for anything. Last 7 years have been hard. It's all too much for me. Don't lose hope, Andreas. The human heart is no small thing. It can hold so much. Augustine.
Hippo.
Yes, the Bishop of Hippo Regis. Andreas, thank you for sending Casper. She asked for you. Are you alright, Sister Amelie? Yes, Father. May have had another vision. Remember little of it, Master Mailer and his apprentice heard nothing specific. That is unfortunate, but I'm glad you are alright. Andreas, Casper, could you excuse us? We appreciate your help, but I must tend to her now in the church. Of course, Father. Good evening. God bless you both. Master Andreas, I'm confused. What did that all mean? I'm not sure, but the last time I heard Sister Amelie have a vision, it was just before the Baron was murdered. What? Do you think? Could Sister Amelie be receiving warnings? It's easy to think that, especially after the fact, but I was only present for one murder and one other vision. But what if there's another murder? If that happens, I may revise my opinion. Come, Casper, let's retire for the evening. Oh, that's the end. Curious if what we can do in the Abbey. The Abbot's house. Locked.
Open up.
Let me in. Alright. Go to the inn. And I think save for the night. Okay, let's just stop here then. So do you think someone's gonna get killed next in the night?
Yeah.
Wonder who it will be.
Hmm. Maybe Otto.
Yeah, Otto seems like the obvious one.
I feel like Otto has to do the thing with the head first.
That's true. He knows about the head.
It's gonna be Brother Pierre's already dead.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, I felt like in the first act,
Is it gonna be another monk? I don't.
it really felt like Piero was gonna die, and then of course
Yeah,
it was
that's
instead
true.
Piero getting
That's
accused.
that's true. Yeah.
So Otto, yeah, seems like now who's gonna, being set up to get killed. So maybe it will be another swerve. We'll see. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. I will be gone next week.
Yep.
So in 2 weeks we should be back. we will continue our investigation.
Mm-hmm.
I am very much looking forward to it. So you can follow the channel for notifications and emotes. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Hope you had a good time. Hope you join us again in the future, and have a good night.
Good night.